Those who are aspiring to write civil service exam in the year 2026-2027, CSBIS Academy is starting a new batch on April 23rd on Wednesday. The new name of the batch is Vishwavasu. As this is a Telugu New Year this year, Vishwavasu batch we are launching on April 23rd with our auspicious name. Those who are interested to take coaching online or offline in English medium, they can approach CSBIS Academy. They can directly come to the Hyderabad and take coaching, or they can access this coaching online also. This coaching, the time frame of this coaching is 11 months, and we cover all the subjects with respect to prelims and mains. Those who are really interested to take coaching for civil services, they can access CSBIS Academy through these phone numbers. They can call, they can ask their queries. The phone numbers are displayed on the in front of the video and also in the comments box of the video. Thank you. Phone numbers and further details can be found in the description box below the video. Interested candidates who want to join this course can fill the Google form which is given in the description box below the video. Today's important news. Today is April 13th, Jallianwala Bagh, April 13th, 1919 incident. April 13th marks one of the darkest chapters in India's colonial past. Thousands of Indians gathered on this day at Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar to celebrate Baishakhi, a major Sikh festival, and to peacefully protest against the draconian Rowlatt Act imposed by the British government. General Dyer entered into that Jallianwala Bagh Park and ordered fire. Hundreds and hundreds of Indians died in that incident and many got injured. Even today, the Jallianwala Bagh incident is a dark incident in the Indian history. 2 decades later, on March 13, 1940, Mr. Udham Singh have taken a revenge on the incident, and Jallianwala Bagh massacre, it has a lot of significance. After the massacre, non-cooperation movement started. You all know that on Jallianwala Bagh incident, Hunter Commission was constituted by the British government, and Hunter Commission said it's a honest but misconception of duty. Hunter Commission gave a report, General Dyer's duty is honest but misconception of duty. Next important news, today is Baishakhi festival. Baishakhi is a Sikh festival that celebrates the harvest season, cultural heritage, and formation of Khalsa Panth. Baishakhi is celebrated every year in April, either on 13th April or 14th April. Baishakhi embodies the spirit of gratitude for the bountiful harvest fostering community and sharing among people. Sikh communities take out vibrant processions today, organize folk music programs and langar meals, along with family reunions and get-togethers on the occasion. Gurudwaras are adorned with decorations and special prayers and held to honor. Special prayers will be conducted to honor this historical event. The Baishakhi Day commemorates the establishment of the Khalsa community in 1699 in Sikhs. On this day, the 10th Sikh Guru, Guru Gobind Singh, united the followers of Sikh Khalsa community to form the code of conduct for Sikhs. So today, Baishakhi celebrations for Sikh community, April 13th. Famous Kathak dancer Kumudini Lakhia passed away. Prime Minister Modi also mourned her loss, and she has remarkable passion for Kathak and Indian classical dances. Prime Minister also called her a true pioneer, adding that she nurtured generations of dancers. So Kumudini Lakhia is a very famous Kathak dancer. The other important news that is coming up is governors must generally act as per the advice of the Council of Ministers on the assent of the bills, Supreme Court. In Tamil Nadu governor's case, the Supreme Court held that as a general rule, the governor does not possess any discretion with respect to assent of bills under Article 200 of the Indian Constitution. The governor has to act as per the aid and advice given by the Council of Ministers. The Supreme Court said, we are of the view that governor does not possess any discretion in the exercise of his functions under Article 200 and has to mandatorily abide by the advice tendered to him by the Council of Ministers. The governor, under the scheme of Article 200, would, as a general rule, be expected to act on aid and advice of the Council of Ministers, as provided under Article 163, Clause 1. So, with respect to passing of the bills, giving assent to the bills, governor do not enjoy any discretionary powers. he is bound by the advice of the Council of Ministers set by the Supreme Court. Supreme Court sets 3-month deadline for President to decide on referred bills from Governor. The Supreme Court in Tamil Nadu Governor's case have set 3 months deadline for President to decide on referred bills from Governor according to Article 201. The Supreme Court of India has set a 3-month deadline for the President to decide on bills reserved for the consideration by the Governor. The unprecedented judgment came days after Apex Court. The Supreme Court cleared 10 bills that had stalled and reserved by Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi for the consideration of the President Draupadi Murmu. The Tamil Nadu state government has subsequently notified the bills as acts without the assent of the Governor or the President. The other important news that is coming up, Tiger Triumph 2025. India-America Joint Exercise concludes in Kakinada. The 4th edition of India-US Joint Humanitarian Assistance and Disaster Relief Exercise, Tiger Triumph 2025, concluded on April 11th with a grand distinguished visitors ceremony held at Andhra Pradesh, Kakinada. The event showcased combined efforts of India and America, their armed forces, and their common interest on HADR, humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. Tiger Triumph is an amphibious bilateral humanitarian assistance and disaster relief exercise between India and America, which as many as 1,000 American and Indian armed forces personnel took part in the drills. So very important and interesting thing. Coming to today's Hindu paper today, if you see the front page of Hindu paper, there are so many interesting news. One is about Tamil Nadu notifies 10 acts after Supreme Court deems assent implicit. So, without bills being passed by the Governor or the President, Supreme Court said all the bills are deemed to be passed. And now Tamil Nadu notifies all the bills as acts. Legislative history was created in Tamil Nadu when the state government notified 10 acts in the Government Gazette, making them the first bills to become laws without the assent of either the President or the Governor. Without the signature of President or Governor, for the first time in the Indian legislative history, bills were notified as acts in the official Gazette of Tamil Nadu. This is the first time in Indian history without the assent of the Governor or the President, bills were passed. The development follows the Supreme Court's verdict that these bills, re-adopted by the State Assembly and forwarded to the President by the Governor, were deemed to have been received the assent. Tamil Nadu CM said in Twitter, DMK means creating history. Okay, DMK means creating history. The other sad news is 3 persons got killed in violence sparked in West Bengal with respect to Waqf Act. 3 persons were killed in West Bengal, Murshidabad district as protests over Waqf Amendment Act turned violent in parts of the state. 2 deaths have occurred in communal clashes, and this very bad incident where people are dying with respect to certain violence. Coming back, the other important news, again a sad news, Vanajeevi Daripalli Ramaya, who got Padma Shri for tree plantation from Telangana, died 2 days back. He is a green crusader. I met him personally. When I went to Khammam, he and his wife have come to meet me, wearing all Vriksho Rakshati Rakshita, all these things. Old couple, nice couple, simple couple. They met me 4 years back. I felt very bad after seeing his news of his death. Veteran Green Warrior and Padma Shri Awardee Daripalli Ramaya, fondly known as Vanajeevi Ramaya, died of heart attack in Khammam early on Saturday. He was 85 years old. Known for his relentless efforts to plant and nurture saplings on a mission mode, Mr. Ramaya, a native of Redipalli village in Khammam rural mandal, leaves behind an inspiring legacy of green crusade for environmental protection. He is famous for his significant contribution to increase tree cover by planting countless saplings, mainly of fruit-bearing, native plant species, biodiesel plants in Khammam rural mandal during his lifetime. His unique social forestry initiatives won him the country's 4th highest civilian award, Padma Shri in 2017. So, he spearheaded his tree planting drive with indefatigable spirit under the banner Vriksho Rakshati Rakshita. If you protect the trees, trees will protect you. So, great people do great things to the society and leave silently from this world. That does not mean that they left us permanently. they left us a legacy to carry on in future. Coming back, there's an interesting news that is coming up. First test flight of Saras Mk2 plane expected in December 2027. The Mk2 plane is an upgraded version of the 14-seater Saras prototype planes that were developed by CSIR NAL and the first flew in 2004. What is Saras Mk2? It's an updated version of Indian designed civilian aircraft. It is set to test fly in December 2027. The Mk2 plane is an upgraded version of 14-seater Saras prototype planes that were developed by CSIR NAL and first flew in 2004. However, a fatal crash that has killed 3 Indian Air Force personnel in 2009 during a test flight significantly derailed the progress. Only in 2016 was the project revived, resulting in major overhaul. This is the story. Atomic tug of war, Iran and America. How this JCPOA, you all know that Iran and America now are holding talks with respect to nuclear issues, and the talks are being hosted in Oman. And this is an interesting news that is coming up. We don't know how talks are going to end, but Iran will never budge, I do think. Let's see how Donald Trump deal with Iran this time. Last time he cancelled JCPOA and reimposed sanctions on Iran. Now he wanted to bring Iran to the terms. Let's wait and see how these talks will unfurl.